cold air. That has been really the big story over this past week or so. Every dot you see on this map representing 161 cold records.
It is just ridiculous. But I got to tell you, with that cold air, the bitter cold allowed for a feat of engineering in Minnesota. Folks, a great structure, a frozen house, in fact. Now, trust me, you really got to see what we're about to show you. Come to television, check it out. Okay.
And there he is, the designer of this house, if you will. We want to bring in the architect, Nathan Ziegler, whose day job is upper school principal at Hope Academy in Minneapolis. Hello to you, Nathan.
Good morning.
I have two questions for you right off the bat. First of all, you built it. Why? And second of all, did you spend the night in that house last night?
Yes, I did spend the night. And yes, I did build it.
Okay, why to both of those questions?
Well, several years ago, I tried to build a house out of bricks, and I was freezing 50 a night, and it got too warm and melted. Then I tried 200 a night last year, and it got too warm and melted, and so I had to try to figure out something else that was going to keep it holding if it got too warm. But I ran into a really cold stretch, so it worked well.
Okay, there's this thing called Orbeez. What exactly are Orbeez, and why did you use those inside the walls?
Well, Orbeez are a little tiny water bead that absorbs water, and the reason I used them inside the wall was because I could make them inside and then dump them out, and so I didn't have to spend as much time each evening outside, so I could make them inside and then bring them out.
Ah, very smart. Nathan, we were showing video of the construction of the house. It was actually sped up. I know it didn't happen that quickly. So tell us, what was the hardest part about building this house?
Ran into a couple of problems, as you do with any project, but the walls started to bulge out, so then I had to use bolts to try to keep them from bulging out. And then when we were putting up the roof, very, very cold, -20 and a really high wind chill, and we were standing up on top of the ladder, and the roof that we made out of a sheet kept blowing off until we froze it with water.
Okay. Don't know you real well, but I'm willing to guess you're kind of a crafty individual. At the same time, I'm willing to guess your guy's got a hankering for adventure. Can you tell us that don't have creativity and adventure, what was it like living there last night?
It was not too bad.
Okay.
I woke up every once in a while, but I had someone brought over one of those mummy sleeping bags, and so I was pretty warm. But the temperature in here is still pretty cold.
So obviously you're dedicated to teaching. I guess this is kind of a learning experience, right?
Yeah, I work at a school and enjoy talking about cold weather experiments with the students.
Well, you know what? We learned a lot today. No question about it. Thanks so much. Hey, super fast though, how can we see more of your videos?
Well, you can go to YouTube and search for Minnesota Cold, and I've got lots of cold weather experiments that you can check out.
Ooh, there's more. Not just the throwing the hot water into the cold air. I've seen a lot of those posted.
Incredible. Okay, Nathan, thanks so much. Well, that's what happened down